Okay, really quick. You want to beat the system? What's not in the system? I could tell you the spirit world is not in the system. So, we're talking about how to beat the system. Pray. Just pray a lot. Because the spirit world is not in the system. They're free. They're like, we know what's going on. We're psychic. We see it. We've done it already. We already know. We're going to help you beat the system. Because we're not in the system. We're outside that box. We're in another world. We're in outer space. You want a place that merges the two. Dream bubble is it. You want to be part of this dream bubble. You can fit in the dream bubble. You can, and you go around. Hold on. Let me just grab my thoughts, or not really. Just let it flow. Sometimes we think too much. Okay, so this is about how to beat the system and why you would want to join the dream bubble. Okay. Look, in the dream bubble, we are flying high at our highest vibrations as our greatest versions. We're ideally living our life. We are thriving, doing what we love doing. We're getting paid to be ourselves. So I'm getting paid to be me. What do? A list of activities. I could tell you they're so long, but I would say mostly I love music and art-related stuff and acting and writing and jumping around and doing yoga and dancing and going on adventures and making up games and just doing fun things like I'm a kid in a playground. Okay. And just not caring about what I look like and just like having fun. Just having fun. Just laughing. Life is fun. Okay, so it's a really high vibration, when you're like that. If you think about it, it's like you got rid of all your worries in the world. You shut off all the debris. You're like flying high. You want to be light, you get rid of all the bags you don't need. You clean, maybe you dust things, rearrange things, get the energy flowing. My room feels so great right now because I just cleaned it and reorganized. Maybe you have to just switch things up. Maybe you need a little more inspiration, or you need a different view. So you mix it up. You have different people visit you. You have a show. You have a show about this. You have show collisions. You merge collision shows with other people who are having shows. Okay? So, I have a few people in mind, and then maybe, you want to help promote certain artists that some artists might already be successful, or some actors and actresses, they already might be living it and they're really successful, but maybe they want to join your dream bubble because your mission is world peace, and ultimately you're doing good for the world, and you're using your skills, and they get to do what they love doing on the show. You want to come be an amazing actor or actress, or help me direct this show because you already have done it, then come be on the show, So what do you need in exchange? What's equal for you? If we're talking about beating the system and, making our own form of currency, it's like our gifts are all equal worth. It's one big gift exchange. Then, it's about working together as a team. I can tell you, I've already done work. I've done internships where I wasn't paid for music labels. I've done it for music, acting related stuff, like being an assistant, whatever, and not getting paid. I've done all this stuff, but it comes to the thing, it's I love being here, but it's you need to get paid. So then I'll study directors at background acting because I'm just getting paid for this. But it's ultimately, you just want to be around what you love being around and know that you're taken care of, and you don't have to think about money because it flows so easily, because you're abundant, because we are money, because we're in a machine. It's about just using what we love doing and thriving and changing the world. And what is it? It's bigger than money. It's bigger than made up currency. It's you're helping generations beyond and changing. You're merging galaxies. We're in outer space. What are you doing for people? Are you able to? Do you have time to share your gifts, or do you have to report to a boss and do shit you don't like? I can tell you right now, when you're doing stuff you don't like, your vibration is pretty low, unless you could fool yourself and not be there at the same time. I don't know. But think about it. You could stay happy, I guess, when you do things that you don't like doing, but isn't it easier to just, do what you love doing and just naturally be happy, not have to trick yourself? You're just happy because you're doing something you love doing, or something's just hilarious, and so you're laughing. So, okay, how do you manifest your ideal dream life? Well, if it's all at this high vibration and we're all energy and frequency, like Tesla and all these people say, and time's an illusion, like Einstein says, then hasn't it already happened, and you already are what you seek, and this is you, and your greatest version looks like what? What are you doing? You know what you love to do. So if you could do anything, just get rid of everything for a minute. Just forget everything. Like, pretend you're almost making yourself as a video game character, okay? And you're looking at yourself from bird's eye point of view. What does your greatest version look like? Your video game character. What is your video game character? And I'm not talking about your outfit or what your hair color is, but actually that's awesome if you want to think about that, because you're expressing yourself. But I think, what are you doing and how are you feeling? How are you feeling? I think if you feel it already, you're going to see it already. But like, really, who are you? Like, if you're looking at yourself, like, did you forget who you are? You have to remind yourself. Like, let's just take a moment. I'm going to just say, take this thought for a second, and I'm going to be silent, and you can think about this. You're looking at yourself from a bird's eye view, making yourself a video game character of your greatest version. Your greatest version. Now we're talking about almost a video game, but whatever. You, as your greatest version, just take a deep breath and meditate on this. What does that look like? Who are you? Okay, we're going to take some deep breaths on that now. And pray. In. Out. In. Out. Is the vision coming to clarity? Is this smoky fog clearing away? Are you seeing yourself for the first time for real? Like, who are you? Deep breath. Let it out. Your greatest version. Remember, we're looking from a bird's eye perspective into this kind of world bubble video game, real life video game of yourself, your greatest version. You are outside yourself now, looking at your greatest version. Who are you? Now, if you could move your character into going and doing what activity, what would you do? This is real life video game. Make something appear. What would you do? Or what do you think of? What did you do when you were a kid? What makes you smile or tick or make you feel exuberant? You're flying high. What would make you fly high? And also, while we're at it, what are you holding on your back that you could drop? What bags? Bags of what? What is in these bags? What thoughts? What belief systems can you drop? Because it's time to find your wings so you're flying. And I'm talking about you are flying in this dream bubble. Whoa! It's a sphere. It's this big dream bubble. We're creating a game now in our imaginations. We don't even need a video game system. You're playing the game in your head. This is a real life video game. Your life is your game. So we're beating the system again there, because we don't even need a computer system. You bump into someone, they're another character in your video game world. How about that? Use your imagination and have fun. Run with whatever. Run with the wolves. You could go anywhere in your head. Close your eyes. You could go anywhere and do anything. So, what are you doing? Maybe that defines you a little bit, you know? What do you need? What stations do you need to visit? Maybe you need to eat something. Maybe you need to drink some water. Maybe you need to take a shower. Maybe you need to go on a walk. Maybe you need to do some yoga. What does your video game character want to do? You need to work out, but maybe you need energy first. Grab a snack or something. I mean, it's quite simple. I think we overcomplicate the world. I mean, look at all these devices we have everywhere. And they're interfering with the actual waves electricity and all this stuff, but maybe we don't even need that. Maybe we could write in the sky and the flow all the time and not even have to worry about recording it, because we know the next rhyme's coming up and it's going to be just fine. It's going to be just as amazing because you're in the gold. Maybe we don't need to record it and share it with everyone, or maybe we just live stream it and they hear it on the run, on the go, and if you want to catch it, we're in the flow. So guess what? We don't even maybe have to record some stuff, because this is the real life. This is the real life flow. So you're going to want to get in this rock and roll. We're rolling. If you want to know where this roller coaster is going, you're going to hop on the train now, because it's going to move. And let me tell you, every day it's different. Look outside at the tracks. It's a different cart all the time. You want to climb up to the top, but the ladder doesn't reach up. What are you going to do? Use your wings. We're flying. Okay? So, use your imaginations. Sometimes people forget about those things that we have. It's like the gold. We have the treasure. We had the treasure all along. How do you use the treasure? How do you use your imagination? How do you manifest? How do you do things? You pray. The spirit world's just going to help you. It's okay. And you're going to help them, though, because you have to channel. You have to express yourself. They're saying, hey, I want to sing. You have a vocal box. So you want to help the spirit world. You speak up, or you pray for them. It's a give and exchange. You want to help the planet. You help the spirit world, too, because that's also another thing. And they can't speak up the way you can. You have these human bodies, so use them. Or maybe open up so they could use them. So you want to fly high? You got to talk to the birds in the sky that are already flying, or the invisible ones. How about that? Spirits in the sky, because they're already flying. So guess what? We're merging two worlds in this dream bubble, and constantly spirits are visiting us in mysterious ways. It might scare some people if they don't understand this, but if you want to visit it, it could be like a tour in a museum, and maybe it could expose you this. But it's a give energy exchange. Again, what are you going to give? Are you going to come as your greatest version? Is that so hard to ask for? Sometimes people, it sometimes is. Why? I don't know, belief systems. I think we tell ourselves it's difficult, so then we think it's difficult. I study this stuff. I'm working on it. I already know. You already know. We already listened to this years ago. We already wrote the script. Didn't you know? We already wrote the script, so how does it unfold? It's like this origami piece that we're using, and we're just using it in this way. I don't know. I have to stop thinking, because, distractions come along, and you have to just keep moving on and on and on. Get rid of distractions, okay? Work together as a team. What's your dream team look like? Build your dream team. If you could have anyone on your team, who is that? Who's on your team? And what are they able to do? Great. Everyone do what you love doing. Work together, because that's how it makes the dream work come true. That's how we live our dreams. Everyone does what they love to do. And you're going to fly high. So let's just end this. I'm just giving you some tidbits. If you got anything from this, maybe just check out the dream bubble thing that's going on. Just check it out, and you'll know what to do. I don't have to tell you. That's about it. Things are happening here in the dream bubble, and I'm just giving you some golden nuggets from the dream bubble. So go run with them. Peace and love.